Welcome to another video series in which we are going to learn about CSS tutorial for beginners. So guys, we are going to learn a lot about the CSS which we use along with the HTML documents, and it is very important if you want to become a front-end developer. So guys, by the end of this video series, you will go from the 0th level to the advanced level of the CSS concepts that you should know as far as front-end development is concerned. So the very first part is introduction and overview of CSS. So guys, basically CSS is the language we use to style the HTML document. So I have already created a separate video series regarding the HTML and how you can use HTML in order to make the web pages. So you can watch that video series as well, the link to which I have given in the description section below. So guys, it is very important that before learning CSS, you should know at least the basics of the HTML and how the HTML tags work. Now CSS full form is cascading style sheets, and you can define the CSS document externally, or internal style is also allowed to be defined inside the HTML document, or you can also define the inline CSS properties as well. So basically it describes how HTML elements should be displayed in a web page. So guys, so far in the HTML video playlist, we have seen that how we can create the HTML elements, but how they should be displayed on the web page along with some color or a different font family or the font size, we can describe it by using the CSS property. So CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple pages all at once. So we are going to check this with the help of examples as well. Now there are three locations to write CSS code. Basically the inline CSS, which we write inside the HTML tag, and then we have something called as internal CSS, which we define inside the head element of the HTML document, and then we have something called as external CSS, which is a separate CSS file that we use in order to separate the HTML code from the CSS code. Now guys, what is the CSS syntax? So basically a CSS rule consists of a selector and a declaration block. So as you can see, this is the example. We have the h1 tag. So basically this is called a selector by which we are identifying which tag needs to be provided a particular CSS property. And then we have the open curly braces, and then this is called declaration. So this block of code is called declaration over here, which is followed by the selector. So inside the curly braces we write different CSS properties. So as you can see, this is the example, that is color followed by colon, and then we have the color value, that is blue. So basically this is going to set the font color of the h1 text that we have set inside the HTML document that will be present inside the body tag. And then apart from this, we also have font size that is set to 22 pixels in this case. So guys, basically these are the two CSS properties that will be applied to the h1 element that is present inside the web page. Apart from this, we also have another selector, that is p. So guys, after this block of code over here, in case we want to mention the CSS property for some another tag, so in this case we have the p tag, that is the paragraph tag. We want the background color of this paragraph tag to be yellow. So all the paragraph tags inside the web page will have the background color as yellow, that will be set and will be displayed to the user. So guys, let us check this with the help of examples as well in VS Code. So basically over here I have included the CSS folder, inside which we have the CSS tutorial.txt file, which is having this particular content that I am explaining you. And apart from this, we have also included a sample image over here that we are going to use in the upcoming concepts as well. So guys, it becomes very important that you create a folder in a particular directory and include that directory inside the VS Code so that all your files are organized over here. Now guys, what we are going to do is we will be creating a new HTML document. So we will click on this new file icon over here, and then simply we will name it as index.html. So guys, basically this is going to be the HTML document that we are going to work with. Now guys, we are going to include the HTML5 code. So over here simply we have to write HTML followed by colon, and then as you can see, this is the Emmet abbreviation, HTML:5. And when we click on this, the default template that we can use is generated for us inside the VS Code. And guys, this is one of the important functionalities that makes VS Code very attractive as far as writing HTML or any other code is concerned. So basically it provides us with the HTML starting and the ending tag over here, inside which we have the head tags as well. Apart from this, inside the head tag we have the default tags, that is meta tag over here, and the title of the document. So this is basically the text that will be displayed on the browser tab. So guys, over here we are going to say CSS tutorial in this case. And apart from this, inside the body we are going to include just one element, that is h1, which is a header element inside HTML. So guys, if you are not aware about the HTML elements, I would recommend you to go through my other tutorial playlist related to the HTML tutorial videos, the link to which I have given in the description section below. So over here we will say this is heading 1. So guys, basically this is the text that will be displayed inside the web page when we are going to open this particular web page. So let me just save this file now and try opening this page on the browser. So I'll right click over here on the index.html and copy the path from this particular option. So I have copied it, and simply we are going to open the browser. You can open the browser of your choice. I am working with the Google Chrome browser over here, and we are going to paste this link. So over here, after pasting the link to that particular HTML document, we are going to press enter. So as you can see, I'll zoom in a little bit so that it is properly visible to you guys. So this is heading 1 is getting displayed over here, and this is the text that we have written inside this HTML document. Now guys, let us say in this example we want to change the color to blue color in this case. So what we can do is, inside this head element of the HTML document, and after this title tag, we have something called a style tag over here. So guys, as you can see, this is the Emmet abbreviation that we can use. So basically it will help us in order to generate the starting and the ending tags over here. So inside the style tag, simply we can provide the tag name. So in this case we want h1, for which the text should be of the color blue in this case. So we will say h1 over here. So this is the selector which is part of the format when we are defining the CSS property, and then followed by open and close curly braces over here. Now guys, inside the curly braces we can define our CSS properties. So one of the property is color over here, which is the font color. So simply when we type color, as you can see, VS Code is suggesting us various options in order to use the CSS properties. So in this case we are going to use this color property, and then simply we are going to provide the value that is blue. So we are going to select this blue option. So let me just save this file now. So when we reload this page, basically all the h1 tags that are present inside the body tag over here should be having the font color as blue. So when we reload this page once again on the browser, so as you can see, the color has been updated to blue color in this case, and this is how the CSS property works. Guys, apart from this, let us say if we want to change the background color of this entire page, then we can do so by applying the background color property to the body tag. So guys, basically this entire section, that is the white color on the web page, is the body section over here, inside which we have the different HTML elements. So let us say we provide the body tag over here inside the style tag, and then after this we have open and close curly braces, and then we apply something called as background color over here. So we have background hyphen color in this case, and then followed by colon, and then let's say we have the color that is yellow to be applied to the background. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, the entire background of the web page has been updated to yellow color. And guys, this is the way that you can use CSS in order to display the various elements of the HTML document in the way you want based on your requirements. We can also set the font size of a particular tag to a particular value based on your requirements. So this font size property I'll leave up to you as a homework for you. Comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is inline versus internal versus external CSS. So stay tuned.